is 900k.
The only thing we say, I'm sorry, the keke no dey for.
You know the 5 years matter. Sorry for you.
Me self go need the keke. Say they demolish my shop.
Now you supposed to get keke.
You supposed to write keke.
But 75% of waiting I read there now, I been they do this one, they can't stop them. I been they do this one, they can't stop. Now what I they read there?
One say,
I never see person where story reach my own self.
One say,
because I suffer like Job.
Him been they do some, him been they walk, him be graduate, him been they walk. So from there, wife come born twins. For Rumokoro, the midwife we born the wife, and we born the pikin. He never even pay. So things come hard. The wife now they village. Him they put out the hustle. Things come hard now. Say the one of the twins, the boy own, blind a boy and girl. The boy die because they no treat malaria. It's there. Go to the page, you read it.
I read them.
Now, the question for such a person is, what thing you they do now? Where you they now? How come your wife they village you they Port Harcourt? Where for the Port Harcourt you they stay? The midwife now, who be the midwife?
That is the issue is as
who
a
is
man,
the midwife? Make we because if we want to investigate, we go need to reach the midwife. We go need to reach where you did, because this particular one we win. I had to go to where in day
to use your eyes see
and before I meet them, I ask questions around in neighborhood
around there,
so they confirm to me what
in situation.
So meeting him was easy for me. So when I ask him one or two questions, I was able to align with waiting people already first tell us. But there is one way I personally interested in, but as I will discuss, I'm not be.
There's one too. I did personally interested.
So one other blind person too.
No, well, yes.
That's the problem. The problem with that
person
blind.
The same blind.
That's the problem.
Yes.
So you know, go feel right down by yourself.
Yes, we need to give person. You go give person.
Okay.
Because anything else can happen. That person where you give now, if you come up with story.
Any story.
We want you make any story. Wake up now you.
Now you will know.
Can't give person.
And now you they write down.
Now you they write down.
Okay. So we go cuckoo. So you go there responsible for your actions.
Yes.
Then we hold you.
You know why I say I be woman? I say woman go hard.
Okay. Because woman they ride keke.
Unless the woman go ride the keke.
Woman they ride keke.
I will go investigate her.
Woman they ride keke.
That's only way woman go win. If not, woman go naturally give person the keke. They collect money.
What if her husband? What if now?
Why the husband no come talk your own thing?
Now the husband will come find him in way.
In way, she.
Those some husbands they need to talk.
Those husbands they.
I've seen husbands.
Those husbands may will tie the scarf.
May the woman don't
do Hakimi.
No. Hakimi get sense.
Okay.
Excuse me. What sense is
that? You say my
mother
alive today. Now my mama for the whole my money.
Which sense? Some people say.
You know say some women.
Some people say before you give your mama money, make sure say that Hakimi mama style in bio. You can't put picture of one woman where she don't hold beer.
The woman they drink beer. They picking money.
You go give your mama and your mama be like this.
Yes, somebody write on Facebook. Say guys is 100,000 give your mama to they test Hakimi style. So when they come to mama say like thank you. The mama begin to remind her how you take care of her belly for 9 months.
Who pay her for that one? Nobody.
Okay, see.
She the mama looking.
Say you almost agree.
Mama is for belly for 9 months.
Only small test, one test you don't fail.
The guy say if you want to agree with that thing, if you want to begin giving mama money, can't remember say the 700 naira we visit or give her since 1994.
He did mama hand.
Hey mama hand never give her.
See Annie, when I small, ain't money they dash me. My mama go hold her.
That's all now.
If my uncles them.
Why you know they ever trust our father with all this money?
No.
Why you say now our mother now?
No, we don't say our mothers.
His mothers.
Our mothers are kind and gentle.
To give us the money back.
But till my mama die.
Like because the mother now they buy you sweet, buy this all those immediate things.
And till my mama die, all the money they dash me, I remember some as a child.
Remember some?
I remember some.
Yeah, remember 150 kobo. Note.
The my mama die. I know see.
You cannot see.
They give me.
You cannot see.
My father come a colleague for office. Hey, he be aero contractor, so, manager at that time. It was 50 kobo. That's new
50 kobo.
That's 50 kobo.
The paper.
I remember that money. And so I go hide down inside my school. Inside my
50 kobo na paper.
Na paper, 50 kobo.
Oh yes.
50 kobo.
Yes,
get grey color like this, 50 kobo.
1 kobo na the coin. Then half kobo na get hole for middle. You know they call them half.
There's 5 kobo, there's 10 kobo, there's 1 kobo, there's half kobo, there's 10 kobo.
1 kobo was the one that was copper colored, right?
Yes, copper color with the half
get hole for middle.
Inside.
Half kobo, get small hole. Then
1 kobo,
big. Then there is
5 kobo. Then 10 kobo.
5 kobo na be the silver.
How can you have
the 2 na silver?
How can you get half kobo?
Half kobo been there.
That's what I'm saying. Half of a kobo.
Yes.
A kobo when no full.
They may they buy something. And if
half a kobo.
And if
It don't be like saying go say half a penny.
Now be the half kobo now.
Now be the half kobo.
Nah, but there's nothing like half a penny anyway.
It's there now.
No, half a penny.
Annie,
What do you mean the name of half a
I'm looking at
penny?
you with half a penny. With the eye of half a penny.
That means the eye no balance.
Now the eye no food. I look at with one eye. That's the meaning.
The eye no balance.
So you can imagine the kind of economy where we get that time where we go get half of a kobo.
That time we $1 na 76 kobo. 1 full dollar. We be 750 naira today was 76 kobo. Kobo no reach 1 naira.
Half a kobo.
Let's not go there.
Let's not go there. Let's
not start crying. We begin regret.
There'll be gnashing of teeth if we talk and we'll move away from
So
them.
back to our keke something. We will not tell you all the secret of what we do. But one thing we will assure you is this. Any story where we pick out based on what you write there, where we feel say there is a point of interest, we will come your house. We will come investigate them. We will come check out. Before we meet you face to face,
we don't find
out
what
we want find out from the corner of the area. The people will even tell us the true situation of you before we find you. So no waste your time. They go cook up stories. We no get ahead.
Because investigation go follow.
Investigation go follow. Like one of our fans been say, they could do lucky deep. I replied him. I told on the page. I said, I don't know if you do lucky deep because you go defeat the aim.
Yes.
The aim is the real people.
The indigent.
The indigent people. And it is not about whether you're from Rivers State or
not. As long
not.
as you live here.
As long as you're a resident in Port Harcourt, not be Rivers State something. We need to do Rivers State something. Yeah. Everybody where they are the act of the economy of this state. So if you there here, you be indigent, you can't take because of say you know get what you do, can't turn arm robber. Now your state people you go kill, no be we you go still kill. So we they control work with everybody. So we still get 4 keke. One is going today. We're supposed to be 2, but the second person
couldn't do the investigation.
We investigated.
Okay, that one that you
from
said.
What we had ab initio. We knew it doesn't hold water. So that was always that second opportunity. So 1 will go today, 3 will be left. So we'll continue to investigate and find out the real people where go really ride them by themselves.
Okay.
You know why I say give person.
Back to the first issue. Where
so what was the first issue?
That Bokoto something where you talk.
You don't go back there?
Yes, I've gone back there. But I investigate something for you.
Very good, correct.
You said you asked the question. You said waiting be Bokoto for English. Bokoto.
Is it B-O?
B-O-K-O.
Oh, it's not B-R.
No, it's not Bokoto. It's Bokoto.
Okay.
Bokoto.
What is it?
It's cow feet.
Where is him?
It take Google now. Google is your friend.
Come that Google, that woman too much. Waiting with that woman no know for this one. Waiting in talk read down.
Then cow foot is also called cow leg or bokoto in Nigeria. And the cow leg, it can't even give you a recipe of how to cook cow leg.
Oh God. No one else.
But apart from that, I want to tell you why it is healthy for you to eat you.
No, I know it's healthy. I eat fowl leg.
It's rich in zinc,
part of fowl.
zinc, magnesium. It will help boost immune system to fight illness.
Immune system?
Yes. You would always get kata. Yeah, the chop bokoto. Anyway, where you see cow cut in leg.
Are you serious?
Yes, and has phosphorus. Helps build healthy bones and teeth. You need healthy bones.
This is my teeth. If you have told you the story of this my teeth.
So now it's bokoto do that.
Oh, that's nice. But do you know that chicken leg? If you go to Willy Willy, Google it, you will see that it has what they call calogil. Colagil, sorry. Not be cola. Colagil. Chicken leg, the feet, chicken feet.
Willy songs like this.
It's Willy, go ahead.
I know, say they know.
No type Willy there now.
Type Willy.
Type chicken feet is popularly known as Willy. Google no Willy.
Before you go type Willy, Nigeria go come out here for your phone.
Nchele.
I don't want that.
Professor Innocent to him.
You go type Willy for Google. You will just see Jalen picture with your shoe.
How many minutes they come here? Keep quiet. What's wrong with
Is
you?
chicken feet good to eat?
Yeah.
No, the ingredients in chicken feet.
The ingredients plenty.
I say if you hear that, they make skin better. All of now they go, they found the skin things.
Cholesterol,
Correct.
sodium, potassium, protein, vitamin B6. Okay, no, vitamin B6 now 0%.
You don't get anything.
No the inside.
Collagen, no data.
And they find out, calm down. Now for Bokoto collagen day.
Oh, collagen de bokoto too. No,
Yeah.
the chicken leg.
It go there because there's a collection of all those kind of
Tissues and muscles in the legs.
where they turn into collagen.
The 50 cover.
Okay.
We get which house be this safe?
Now Central Bank of Nigeria building me that.
Now the Abuja one, be the former one.
Now they actually been there before. Somebody sent us the 50.
You don't chop
and
dim
it's
sum chicken
See the 50
style,
kobo.
chicken feet style. Okay, this is the paper.
Now 50 kobo na paper.
I know now. I know this paper.
This money.
Now there, the color 1,000 naira now.
Girl, recently when I go my father house,
You see
the church book where my father keep record, like saying I want money where they contribute.
The 15 naira did there.
4 of this money they inside.
Che.
Yeah, pardon thief church money.
I just say one church contribution where they keep,
Nah,
where they
yeah.
put it inside the journal is in what do they call it?
Okay,
Diary.
Sam here.
It is inside in diary.
Barry Village, beg
The money they inside in diary.
What kind of name is this? Beg girl.
I said, see, and my father, you know, no say get this money that time I better money.
You thief church money.
No be church money.
You say na contribution in church.
I say it be like saying a contribution because they inside in
we are
church
talking.
diary.
It be like say here now.
Yeah, inside in church diary.
He don't thief church
What
money
if na
now.
in home money?
I ain't go take me home money inside church diary.
You know which one be church diary? Inside in diary, in church diary. Diary when they take rice message.
That's what I'm telling you.
Now
Now.
you want church
Any
diary.
money they contribute for church that and I pay the hula.
No.
They put
No.
that for diary.
Excuse me.
They put that for diary.
Now in
Personally,
home
Papa,
money
you
we
dey
dey inside
house.
your own diary. In my
In
father
personal diary.
Yes, in
when they
personal
write
diary.
about church
Church things, yeah,
That's
we
what I'm
write
telling you.
message.
And then they keep church account now.
How? In 9 be the pastor.
Now
I
be
go go
accountant.
church.
Now they see
Now be
for
treasurer.
church. Them say the whole money day.
So
That's
now
what they count
so
money
as the
dey.
day like this that they carry church money give you, you go put inside your diary.
If your papa do not be me.
And like my papa no do am.
You say that there you see your papa
I
money.
say I see inside my papa diary.
Church diary.
Church diary.
Church they inside now.
So-
Why? Listen, how your papa go carry?
So church money
That
wey carry
diary
go church
was
na
for
church
church.
money.
It was for church.
He's there for him
For
personal
him, money wey wan give
consumption.
church.
The money won't give church.
He won't give
Thank
church.
you.
Eh.
Do you know what that money we hold for church?
He
No,
knows that
na
for
your own
church.
money. Your own money wey wan give church. You come forget am
If your
inside
papa
diary.
hold money, him go spend them. Why keep it in the diary?
So the people
Why not?
wait.
Why the diary not be bank?
So the
diary na in
politicians,
bank.
so the politicians they wait if money wey go bury am. Why they no use
No,
am?
I'm not talking about police. I'm talking of your papa now.
You see what is the
Mona
difference?
leave this guy, Papa.
Let's face your father.
Mona
No.
leave this guy,
Your father
Papa.
is a thief, church thief.
Hey Jesus Christ, Michael, say sorry.
Me, my father don't
Let me
die.
call my
Anything
father.
like talk.
Let me call my
papa
father.
don't die. You know,
Let me
because
call my
me
father.
back. You your father that die.
Your mama-
I can call
your
you.
mama-
You two don't
Una
die.
go soon call your papa, see your papa head like 4 corners.
You two don't die.
I fuck.
Anything like cost me.
This is way talk. Let's say they cost dead body. My mother go slap you.
I don't call her man name.
You call am here now.
I say my papa, mama don't die. My own.
Uh-huh.
You are past.
My mother go fight for my father. I go slap you.
Dead body. Bible say he knows nothing at all.
He knows nothing. Okay, now those ghosts, where they come up?
From who goes?
Ghosts where?
Radio
We're not
has
clever.
never been this
For
good.
story shout
Today,
Jesus.
95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. Port Harcourt, are you ready? Today, 95.1 FM, the voice of the people. Every day, every hour, when the big stories break, depend on our 24-hour news team to bring you the latest. Today, 95.1 FM.
Today, 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. News update.
Hello and good morning. Here's the news update on Today 95.1 FM. I am Annie Abdul Salam. President-elect Bola Tinubu has assured Nigerians of his readiness to work with them upon assumption of office. Tinubu gave the assurance in his message to mark the Eid al-Fitr celebration. He urged Nigerians to work towards becoming a better version of themselves in patriotism, dedication and honesty. President-elect also noted that Muslims use the Ramadan period for spiritual obligation, which is one of the pillars of Islam. President Muhammadu Buhari has approved the immediate suspension from office of Hudu Yunusa Ari, the resident electoral commissioner of Adamawa State, pending the completion of investigation by the Inspector General of Police on the conduct of the REC during the supplementary election in Adamawa State. This directive was contained in a statement by Willie Bassi, Director of Information for the Office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation. According to the communique, the President also directed the immediate investigation and prosecution, if found liable, of Ari by the Inspector General of Police. The President further directed the Inspector General of Police, the Director General of the Department of State Services, and the Commandant General of the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps to investigate the role of their officers in aiding and abetting the conduct and actions of Hudu Yunusa Ari and met out appropriate sanctions if found culpable. The leadership tussle in the Labour Party has taken another twist as Lamidi Apapa's faction has suspended 5 executive members, including the embattled national chairman Julius Abure. Recall that the Abure-led faction suspended 5 executive members at Tuesday's National Executive Council in Asaba, Delta State, which included Lamidi Apapa, the party's acting chairman, Salem Lawal, Favor Ruben, and 3 others. But the embattled Apapa had rejected the alleged suspension from the party, insisting that his leadership was legitimate. In a letter addressed to the Inspector General of Police, Usman Alkali Baba, and signed by the embattled National Publicity Secretary of the party, Comrade Abayomi Arabambi, the Apapa's faction asked the police to put Abure and his men in check against further deterioration of the crisis. Apapa's faction issued suspension to Abure and 4 other members of the Labour Party. The National Emergency Management Agency has called on the Rivers State government and its agencies to ensure they put in place a plan that will mitigate the impact of the flooding this year. Zonal coordinator of the agency, Godwin Tepiko, made the call in a statement yesterday. He also said that 15 local government areas in the state are at high risk of high flooding. He added that the flooding in the state will be a result of high rainfall amounts as high as 2,700 millimeters. On the foreign scene, the United States says up to 20,000 people have fled escalating violence in Sudan to seek safety in Chad. The UN's refugee agency said the majority of those arriving were women and children who were currently sheltering out in the open. It said some of the refugees, many of whom lacked basic needs such as food, water, and shelter, had been caught up in the fighting in Sudan. UNHCR said eastern Chad, which borders Darfur, was already hosting 400,000 refugees from Sudan, and the new arrivals were placing additional strain on the country's already overstretched public services and resources. And that was a news update on Today 95.1 FM. I'm Annie Abdul Salam. Thank you for listening. Good morning.
Port Harcourt, are you ready? Today 95.1 FM, the voice of the people. Radio has never been this good. Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt.
Dili Bosa.
Bosa, Bosa, Bosa. Ra, 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 ra.
You don't get the pattern.
We are now
live.
Are we alive?
Yes, we are.
We are not happy with you, Annie.
Why?